NASCAR and IndyCar, two powerhouses of American motorsports. What sets them apart? If you're a true gearhead, you know that every race has its own charm and challenge. Let's explore what distinguishes these categories, from the cars to the racing strategies. Discover what truly makes a racing fan's heart beat faster when it comes to NASCAR and IndyCar. Introduction to motorsports. For those who love speed and excitement, the world of motorsports is a true paradise. Imagine the roar of engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the adrenaline coursing through the veins of every competitor. This is the perfect setting for gearheads, those aficionados of engines and race cars. In the United States, two of the most popular categories, IndyCar and NASCAR, compete alongside giants like Formula One and MotoGP, bringing an extra dose of action to American tracks. And it's not hard to see why. These races are true spectacles of technique, strategy, and pure passion. In the universe of IndyCar, the races go beyond the simple act of driving fast. It's about mastering different types of tracks, whether they are ovals, road courses, or even the famous streets of Indianapolis. For gearheads, this variety is what makes everything more interesting. The competitions aren't limited to the circuit, they invade the culture and lifestyle of fans who live and breathe this passion. For those who have never experienced watching an IndyCar race live, it's an unforgettable experience that viscerally connects you to the competitive spirit and American tradition. On the other hand, NASCAR offers a completely different but equally fascinating approach. Here the focus is on cars that resemble the ones we see on the streets but with performance far beyond the ordinary. For a true gearhead, nothing is more thrilling than watching these metal beasts tear through ovals at dizzying speeds, fighting for every inch of the track with almost palpable aggression. Every race is a test of endurance, both for the machines and the drivers, who need skill, patience, and a bit of daring to win. And while the world of motorsports is vast and diverse, there's always something more to learn, a new strategy to explore, or a new hero to admire. For those who think they've seen it all, there's always an unexpected twist, a bold move that redefines the game. And that's exactly what makes motorsport such a passionate and dynamic sport. Now let's dive deeper and explore what really makes IndyCar unique in the world of racing. IndyCar overview. IndyCar is synonymous with speed and precision, a combination that challenges even the most experienced gearheads. At the heart of this category, we find a series of high-performance single-seater races that traverse different types of tracks across the United States, including ovals, street circuits, and road courses. For those passionate about engines, IndyCar offers one of the most exciting experiences in motorsport, with drivers fighting for every inch of asphalt, every thousandth of a second, in a dangerous and electrifying dance that requires skill, courage, and of course, a good dose of luck. What truly distinguishes IndyCar is its famous race, the Indy 500, held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This event is not just a race, it's an epic spectacle that attracts millions of viewers around the world, eager to see who will cross the finish line first. For gearheads, the Indy 500 is more than just a competition. It's a rite of passage, an event that tests the capabilities of drivers and their machines to the absolute limit. Every turn is a challenge, every straightaway an opportunity, and every pit stop is a strategic chess game. Additionally, the spec series nature of IndyCar, where all cars use the same standard chassis and similar engines, levels the playing field and emphasizes driver skills and team strategies. This means that unlike other racing categories, where the most expensive or technologically advanced car dominates, in IndyCar, any team has a chance to win. For true gearheads, this is music to their ears, a setting where skill and strategy trump money and technical prowess. IndyCar is also a celebration of racing diversity. The thrill of racing on varied tracks, such as the famous oval circuits or the challenging street courses, makes every race unique and unpredictable. For those following along, it's like watching a series of high-speed puzzles where each piece must fit perfectly. And it is precisely this combination of precision, skill, and strategy that makes IndyCar so captivating for motorsport enthusiasts. Now let's delve into the technical specifics that make these cars true rockets on wheels. Technical aspects of the IndyCar. IndyCar is where engineering meets pure competitive spirit, creating a fascinating combination for any gearhead. Imagine cars reaching speeds of up to 240 miles per hour without the aid of power steering. That's right, no power steering. Every turn becomes a true test of physical strength and skill for the drivers. This is the kind of challenge that separates the good from the great. And for those following closely, it is living proof that motorsport is not just about raw power but about control and precision. One of the most intriguing aspects of the IndyCar world is the use of a standardized chassis. This means all teams start on the same level, with the same starting point. There are no multi-million-dollar cars here. It's the skill and strategy of the team that make the difference. For gearheads, this is a real delight. seeing how small changes in aerodynamics or suspension can transform an ordinary car into a winner. And of course, the use of the push-to-pass feature, which provides an extra burst of power during critical moments of the race, adds an additional layer of strategy and excitement. The engines used in IndyCar are another marvel of engineering. With strict specifications and well-defined limitations, teams must squeeze every drop of performance possible without exceeding the imposed limits. This approach limits the technical advantage and encourages the development of ingenious tactics to gain an edge in races. For true racing enthusiasts, this is pure gold, a chance to see mechanical genius in action, where every detail can make a significant difference in the final result. Ultimately, the absence of power steering and technical limitations force drivers to become masters of their machines. Every decision, every move is carefully calculated, making IndyCar racing a pure display of talent and tenacity. For gearheads, this is the pinnacle of motorsport, a field where raw power meets strategic intelligence. And now, if you think IndyCar is intense, wait until we explore the world of NASCAR, where the challenge is as diverse as the cars that compete. NASCAR Overview. When it comes to NASCAR, it's impossible not to think of the blend of tradition, speed and fierce competition that defines this sport. Unlike other categories, NASCAR stands out for its cars that resemble those we see on the streets but are true beasts in terms of power and performance. For gearheads, the thrill of watching these robust cars racing on oval tracks is a unique experience. NASCAR is a showcase of strategy and skill, where drivers, along with their teams, need to make quick decisions that can change the course of the race at any moment. Every NASCAR race is a high-speed chess game. With teams composed of drivers, spotters, crew chiefs and pit stop teams, each member has a crucial role in success. Spotters, for example, guide drivers on what's happening around them, helping to avoid collisions and plan overtakes. For the most passionate fans, this is part of the magic, seeing how a well-coordinated team can turn a chaotic race into an epic victory. And it is exactly this teamwork that attracts both gearheads and the general public. The NASCAR environment is not just about the races. It's a true fan fest. The events are often as vibrant as the races themselves, with infield parties, live music, and a community united by a passion for cars. For gearheads, this is an opportunity to dive into American automotive culture, where every race is a celebration of competitive spirit and camaraderie. NASCAR races are more than sports events. They are cultural experiences that connect people in profound and lasting ways. With all these characteristics, it's no surprise that NASCAR continues to be one of the most popular forms of motorsport in the United States. But to truly understand what makes these races so special, one must explore the technical details and unique strategies that make NASCAR such a complex and exciting challenge. Let's dive into the technical specifics that make every race a true test of endurance and skill for drivers and teams. Technical aspects of NASCAR Charger. In NASCAR, technical details play a crucial role, shaping not just the cars but also the racing strategies. These vehicles might look like the cars we see on the streets, but under the hood, they are meticulously tuned machines built for performance and durability. For gearheads, NASCAR offers one of the few opportunities to see how strategic modifications, like suspension adjustments or engine settings, can completely transform a car's behavior during the race. Safety is also a priority, with cars equipped with reinforced roll cages and advanced containment systems designed to protect drivers at high speeds. One of the most fascinating aspects of NASCAR is the unique challenge of oval tracks, where tire wear and fuel management play a crucial role. The tires need to be durable enough to withstand intense heat and constant wear but also provide the necessary grip to make high-speed turns. Tire choice and pit stop strategy are critical decisions that can make or break a race. For motorsport enthusiasts, seeing how teams manipulate these variables to keep their cars competitive is a real lesson in applied engineering and race strategy. Additionally, NASCAR's high-performance V8 engines are famous for their brute power. Capable of producing over 750 horsepower, these engines are built to withstand the extreme demands of racing. But here's the interesting detail. NASCAR imposes strict restrictions on technology and modifications, which means all teams need to find creative ways to extract the most from their cars within very narrow limits. For gearheads, this adds an extra layer of complexity and challenge, as it requires a delicate balance between innovation and compliance with the rules. In the end, NASCAR is a battle of endurance, strategy, and skill. The ability of a driver and their team to navigate the technical demands of the race while managing car wear is what truly defines success. For true enthusiasts, this is what makes NASCAR one of the purest forms of motorsport, a venue where technical intelligence and driving prowess meet. And speaking of strategy, how about understanding how points are distributed in both NASCAR and IndyCar? Let's take a look at the next topic, where we'll explore the point systems and how they affect competition. Comparison of point systems. When it comes to understanding what makes NASCAR and IndyCar so competitive, a good starting point is exploring the point systems that govern these races. In both categories, points are awarded based on the driver's performance in each race, but there are nuances that make each system unique. For gearheads, knowing these differences can be as exciting as watching a race. After all, understanding how points are accumulated and used to determine the champions at the end of the season is part of the strategic game that makes motorsport so engaging. In IndyCar, the point system rewards consistency. Each finishing position earns a specific amount of points, with additional bonuses for those who lead laps or start from pole position. This means that throughout the season, drivers need to be consistent. It's not enough to win a single race. They must consistently finish among the top to accumulate enough points. For gearheads who enjoy math and strategy, IndyCar presents an interesting challenge, calculating how each race can impact the overall ranking and predicting how drivers should behave in upcoming stages. On the other hand, NASCAR has a point system that, while similar in many respects, is designed to keep competition tight until the end. NASCAR awards points to each driver based on the final race position and offers additional bonus points for leading laps and winning stages. This format not only rewards winning but also encourages aggression throughout the race. For fans, this means more intense races where every moment matters, and drivers willing to risk everything to earn valuable points. For gearheads, it's a chance to see how a more aggressive approach can completely change the course of a season. These differences in point systems also shape the strategies of teams and drivers. While IndyCar may favor a more calculated and consistent approach, NASCAR often rewards boldness and risk. For motorsport enthusiasts, understanding these nuances is essential to fully appreciating the drama and tension that unfold in every race. And with that, we wrap up our exploration of point system dynamics. How about now getting an overview of what we've learned and how you can apply this knowledge in your own automotive adventures? Now that you understand the differences between NASCAR and IndyCar, which of these races is your favorite? And if you want to continue exploring the world of motorsports, don't miss our latest video on how Ayrton Senna beat everyone in a race where everyone had the same car. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content. Let's accelerate together.